1 round behind. Okay, guys, we're about 1 round behind here, but we're getting in here. The terrorists won the first round, and they rolled straight through the CTs.
Like a big train.
MiNORi getting taken down here with Base God. It is a 3v5 here.
Hopefully we can get player 2.
SteamBeta managed to take out 1. There comes Cinnamon with the second, and Devo taking down Cinnamon. Ooh, that guy dropped like a sack of potato. Shadow as well gets pieced. That's a second straight round for the terrorists.
You know, I have a feeling if he just sat there for a little bit, reloaded, then peeked again, he would have gotten him. Because that other guy, too much ammo. That motherfucker didn't even have to, just kept popping off, man. And here we are once again, all pistols versus fucking AKs, ops, everything.
I see a broken buy on the terrorist. I see a MAC-10 in there. Is that you think that's a troll buy, or is he saving his eco weapon?
I think he's just trying to get in there with anything more powerful than a pistol that's economical. But then again, you never know. He could be overconfident and just want to humiliate everyone.
I think he's staying with the gun he had from the second round.
And Cinnamon picking Captain Planet there.
Good start for the CT. Sweetshot taking a little bit of damage from Nate.
Yeah, Cinnamon is trying to get around him.
Getting pieced here by Devo.
Yeah, Cinnamon just going around. He's like, oh, I got a
pair of trades coming around here. MiNORi taking down SteamBeta, and Base God dropping as well. Here I come, I'm Cinnamon all by himself against 3, an AWP, an AK, and the MAC-10. Nothing but a deagle. And a skill. Oh! Taking down the MAC-10 user there. Sep taken down. Doesn't seem to know where he's getting shot from. Oh! Beautiful 1D on Dirty, but taken down there.
Yeah, he got a little too overconfident there. Kept on peeking out a little too much.
All for all, you can't ask for much more than that on an eco round.
No, sir.
And it looks like we'll have a bit of a buy here. 2 ops. They're running a 2 op front with M4s, and Base God stuck with a pistol.
Base God looks AFK right now. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there he is, coming out here. And I'm seeing some AKs across the board with an op on the T side. Here I come, I'm Cinnamon, taking out Justin. Or Justin.
Ryan blinding himself with that flash.
Captain Planet taking out Base God, coming in late. 2 kills for the CT, Shadow and Cinnamon. Throwing that in.
2 on 4, they're sitting in that corner. 1 more, motherfucker. And he's down for the
SteamBeta cleaning up there.
Looks like the CTs finally got themselves in the groove, finally able to put around on the board.
Yeah, they've pulled themselves together for that round, and looks like they might be able to make a bit of a comeback. Looking at pistols on the T side, a bit of a... Guess they blew too much money, they're stuck in an eco now. I'm still seeing 2 ops for the CTs.
I think I saw 3 up there, I don't know what they're planning.
What the hell we got?
Yeah,
3 ops!
Triple up CT build.
Incredible! This could be either very good or very bad
if they... freight train coming up behind them.
If they lose those ops, this could end quite badly.
They're rolling.
Captain Planet getting pieced there, can't take anything. 3 down here, 2 left. They're already coming in with a deagle all by himself against 5 CTs with sizable chunks of health there. Dirty with a 1D, taking down SteamBeta, coming up, taken down by Base God. Can't seem to pull any more magic 1Ds out of his hat there.
No, sir. I mean, it looks like he was going for freight train of pepper sprays with the little guns, but hell no. These motherfuckers took him down like nothing.
CT is only 1 round behind now. They look good on the weapon front here.
Yeah, they're catching up. They're catching up very nicely.
Going into round 6, what do you think happened on the T side? They're not able to pull together as much anymore as they were in the first 5.
There seems to be a bit of a lack of communication here, and maybe a little bit of underestimation. They blew a little bit too much money after the 3rd round, and that unlucky loss forced them to lose their guns, and that eco round that they lost just put them in a bit of a negative swing.
Oh yeah, completely agree. They just, what the moment
And it looks like
They
they're
went
finding
from
their
high-powered
form here.
Rifles to pistols, they died.
It looks like the terrorists are finding their form again because they just went through a clean sweep of the CTs like they were not even there. I see two up front here on the T side. AKs all around. One up and
I'm
a
interested to see how CT's gonna handle it.
bit of a half-ass buy here. I see two pistols with those M4s and up.
Laying down smoke. Smoke.
Cevo throwing his smoke there, getting a sizable amount of damage down there onto MiNORi. Flashed here. MiNORi spamming with his op through the smoke. He's not hitting anything like that. He's just telling them where he is.
Looks like both teams right now, they're just scattered all over the place trying to get their bounds.
The
T's
T's
kind
are
of moving to A now.
the
through a
T's
little
are somewhat sticking together. The CTs are just failing to communicate here. Shadow taking down Captain Planet, and Cinnamon taking down
Shadow.
Nerdy. And
Got
Just
two more.
It is a 4v2 here. This turned around very
Looks
quickly.
like they're gonna
Could be
come
another one
behind.
taken down. Yes, it is. A Shadow takes down Devo. And it's all up to Safraze here against 4 CTs. Taking down Shadow there. And taking down SteamBeta.
Oh, no.
That is a good round for him right now. Taking down 2, forcing them to rebuy their guns. If he saves right now, I'm not going to fault him one bit. He's done more than enough for his team. He might be able to win this, but 40 seconds is not a lot of time, and gets dropped there by Base God.
Gets a little too greedy in the last 40 seconds of the game.
Could have
That's how
saved that
everyone
one. Terra's still up with 1 round lead. This could be the closest match the CTs have faced to date. Shadow and his team aren't used to this kind of competition.
Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal.
Safraze out in favor of a bot Frank.
I'm throwing a flashback.
It looks like one of the terrorists timed out there. I'm sure he'll be back soon, but if not, that could be the best thing that ever happened to team name here.
Well, I guess we'll find out because we can already
Shadow
both
taking
off
down
with a count
2
right
here.
now.
Frank dead too, so that takes out the bot to control. Shadow getting shot in the back there. And Cinnamon missing his op shots, pulling out a pistol here. Saved by his friend SteamBeta, but just Strain coming in. A bit of a half-peak juke Cinnamon. Taken down in the end. Cinnamon finding his mark.
You know, I was gonna say Cinnamon's kind of guy. When he likes his deagle, he loves his deagle. If he has to pull it out and start shooting it, he loves that
It's a
shit.
bit of an unorthodox choice as well. The Deagle falling a little bit out of favor since Source, wouldn't you say?
These fellas are gonna regret waking up this
I
morning.
completely agree.
Throwing a flashback. Throwing flashbang.
Seeing a lot of P250s and standard Glocks and P2000s, but Deagle buy is a little rare nowadays.
Grenade.
It's become synonymous with the noob players who still think it's a hand cannon.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess in the hands of the right player, it still can be.
Flashback. Throwing a flashback.
Looks like T's trying
Bit of a
trying to
burst
slow
down
that
here,
shit to
taking down
B.
2 CTs, and they're pushing into B site here. Only 2 defenders, but if they don't watch
They
their
don't
flank
know.
here, this could end up being a bit of a reversal here. Shadow coming in a little bit late on this flank.
Throwing a grenade.
But he's coming in. I think he's coming at the
Ooh,
right
a
time.
nice nade on Devo. Taking down 1.
Right
It is a
from behind.
2v1. Beautiful flank.
Deploying flashbang.
Last one stuck over here, trying to watch. Oh, he gave away his position there. He could have waited for the defuse, but now they're gonna. Oh, baited with the defuse, and Cinnamon taking him out with that beautiful op shot of his, and stealing the Deagle from the dead body here. We know what he's going to be trying to use next round. I see a Famous on the CT side.
Oh, they've done that before.
MiNORi not doing too well on the money front.
Laying down smoke.
Going into round 10, CTs are up by 1 for the first time in the game. It definitely would benefit to get too cocky because of this. They still gotta play strong, play on their defensive.
Cinnamon barely missing that op shot there. Captain Planet taking out
Still got more.
SteamBeta. It looks like they're pushing into B site here. Basically takes out one before dropping it planets up, and it looks like they have full control of site here. Almost.
Oh,
So Cinnamon getting knifed here. Looks like they knew Cinnamon was coming.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like in the
Shadow
team,
Beast, and you're absolutely right there. They're just not. They're not the team. They're just not the team they used to be.
Coordinated. They're not. Yeah, they're not working. They're not communicating. They're not watching each other. It's very important. They gotta watch their flanks, and that's what's. If you got, who cares if you're walking around with a hand cannon, someone comes up behind you with a little knife, you're gone.
Tied again going into round 11. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I have no idea what's going on.
Halfway this far, halfway into the game, it can go either way.
Indeed, it could.
Oh wow! Right away, rolling the seas.
Rolling thunder.
Operation Rolling Thunder. Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing. Just slam right through CT.
Incredible.
They've really got to get their shit together and organize and just go.
And, this match isn't exactly the easiest to play on if they trail at the half. I don't know about the ability to make a comeback.
I agree.
Taking down here, Cevo, Shadow. Nice little bit of trade killing coming out here, and 2-on-2. The CT is definitely coming out better for this, as MiNORi is the last one, taking down one. It is a 1v1. Throwing his nade over. Spamming away.
I'm a little excited to see what Cinnamon's gonna do to try to counter Nerdy's nades over here.
Indeed, he's
Hopefully you might get him when he's planted.
He heard the plan, take it out, take some pot shots here, taken down.
Boom.
Beautiful, grabs
Headshots
the AK.
finish the round.
That's what I like.
Looking for it, finds it.
Here's the plant, and he knows if he gets the drop there, it's all over.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful little bit of a pot shot in there. Definitely a cheeky play from Cinnamon.
But it worked. Seems to make your team come. Well, number one. Oh gosh, it sounded like I was endorsing cheats and steroids and shit.
Cinnamon with his AWP now.
Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
Season M4s across the board for CVs, AKs,
Yeah, it looks
and Deagle's got
like they're trying to push almost towards A, but they're doing like a two approach. You got 4 people coming in from one side, and you got that one trailer. So it's almost like scary.
Making pot shots, they're dropping Cinnamon, dropping MiNORi as well. We're looking at 4v3 as the trade comes out.
Damn.
Shadow dropped as well. Devo on the trade.
Oh yeah.
Base got all alone now as his teammates are all been dropped. 1 versus 4 here. Smartest thing he could do is save. And he's not even able to do that as he gets taken out from behind by Justrin.
You know, it could have been a ninja stroke of genius to have the 4 guys go to A while that one straggler, or 4 guys go to B while that one straggler goes out to A, because he was able to take out Cinnamon, completely removing the CT's cover down that hallway to the left.
Exactly. And even that, but I mean, when the whole team, if they see one person, it's like, oh, there's a chance they're coming through that way.
It seems whatever's happening here, the T's are 1 step ahead of the CTs, and they just can't seem to. They have no response. They have no answer to this the type of strategy the teams are employing.
Damn.
Just steamrolling all over. But I gotta hand it to them. They're trading rounds. Almost in table tennis here. They're not exactly being pushed over here.
And again, 5-1, ladies and gentlemen.
5v1, MiNORi getting dropped, and T's starting to build a little bit of a sizable lead now.
Oh yes, 6-8. This isn't looking too good for counter terrorists. They got a pretty big lead to catch up to. They say they're probably short on money. Not too much, but
this is definitely winnable for them. They just gotta
They,
gotta regroup.
they, I mean,
They gotta regroup and figure out what they're gonna do differently because what they've been doing isn't working.
And we got T training through an A, but see they're doing the same thing. They have one person going a different lane. Very effective. Because it's working.
Hot shot, trying to get him. Gets that kill as well. Hitting from all sides. Hit a base guy. Alone here with his teammate. 1, 2. Nerdy here. Nerdy taking one down.
Oh man.
Laying down below 20 HP and drop now. And SteamBeta gonna go in for that defuse. Exactly what
that was interesting because they had
catching up now with an 8-2.
Yeah, I mean, seeing it, we're going to be switching teams right now. And we're halfway through. They have that strategy where they're splitting up their team, and it works, and it really works, and it confuses the other team.
I saw a number of times where we were getting weird rotations, not really up to par, getting caught out, stopped halfway through rotation, maybe some late rotates. I think the message at half is just, this match is still there to be won. We need to regroup and work on figuring out an answer for how to shut down the other team's play here.
Looks promising.
They're finding an answer here because they're dropping everyone except for Nerdy, who's all by himself now against 4 big bad terrorists, and dropped there by Cinnamon.
Exact same strategy they used. They had 4 people just train it all the way through, and then have one person lead off and pick off the people.
All tied up now, and they've won the
that they know
pistol
are
round
good.
now. So I'm seeing a light buy here. P90's across the board. Cinnamon staying with his pistol while MiNORi has the back 10.
We're going in.
I'm seeing some Beagles here and just pistols across the board for the CTs.
Yeah, they're copying that same strategy. You want to do that. You want to do 4 rushing and then 1 covering, and that apparently works perfectly.
Looks like the rush here taking down 1, 2, and the trade on Shadow falling, taking down Captain Planet as well. So we have 2 seconds left, seeing what they can do. There's not much they can do. Outnumbered.
Cinnamon's trying to pick off a guy. And now they're just wanted to defend their little post, make sure no one, or if anyone does try to come through, they can pop them off.
Here and all by himself, dropped by
and it's working.
And he's
it works beautifully.
The lead
beautiful
again for a first time in a little while. Now, if they can hold on to this lead and maybe run away with it a little bit, it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of answers the CTs come up for that.
They got 13 more rounds they got to push through, and they're in the lead right now. But as I said before, this is, I mean, we're basically halfway through the game. We can't really see which way it's gonna go.
A battle amongst Titans here, and it looks like the 2 sides are fairly evenly matched. The terrorists on a little bit of a spree here. See if they can actually.
It looks like they're slowly trying to push up into A. They're just slowly easing into it. Not a full train wreck, but they're slowly going into it. While CTs, they're looking for them.
They're looking for them now. They know they're not going to be. They're starting to rotate. T's sense this. They rush in, take 2. Need to, seeing the rotators here, taking them out. 1 pushed up to the wall, taking him down as well. Devo all by himself now in a 1 versus 5. Nothing but a pistol.
That is the plan.
Yeah, those guys got to turn around real quick.
He knows he's to the right, but he doesn't dare peek out too far because the sight
is got one guy sneaking up.
It's not a standard pistol, but I can't imagine he'd lose much money for not saving.
But he's going. He's going
for the ninja. He might go for the ninja. Oh no, he's too scared. He's scared. Go for the ninja. Oh, taking down 1.
He's got 1 down.
Ninja'd it. He could have, but he chose not to.
I actually think that might have been a smart move, because now the T's are down 1 guy with a weapon. Now he's got to waste some of his money to recoup from that.
Yeah, it was quite smart.
Yeah.
The defuse, though, would have won them the round and would have definitely given them some much-needed income.
We are gonna wish they were never born.
They're going the same way, but splitting up into teams. 2 going up, 3 going down. Into A. Pull the grenades, ladies and gentlemen.
See, he's being really aggressive here. Just playing, you know, the T hunters here, looking for any stragglers they can catch out. They're starting to inch here, noticing they're not really in the B area, kind of staying in A. They're not rotating that though.
Oh, send it down.
They come out.
Deploying flashbang.
Peeking out just a little bit too much.
Already taking out Shadow as well. Beta taking out 1. Base got as well. Trade, the North falling. A quick drop there and a trade. We're down to a 1v2. Beta by himself, taking down Devo with the pistol. Have the AK out and ready to go. A 1v1 situation and picking up the bomb here, planting it.
I am planting the bomb.
Justin,
Bomb has been planted.
not really looking where he should. Well, he is looking where he should be, but he's not gonna snap into a box and he takes him down after the peak. I don't know why Beta peeked there. He could have stayed behind a little bit.
Yeah, he threw his flashbang in the wrong direction and immediately that CT saw it, went right after him.
Indeed, just for escaping with a sliver of health, only 14. Still not a smart move here. The terrorists don't want to surrender their lead. They want to enlarge it, create a nice little safety net for them to fall back on if the CTs pull something out of their ass.
Yes.
CTs maybe getting a little bit of confidence from that last round, you think?
Throwing a grenade.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit, because I mean they're they're pushing, they're killing them off one by one, and they're feeling they can do it. But
Throwing smoke.
as we can see here, look, we got 2 going up, 3 going the place right now. They're just trying to find them. But T's doing a good job of staying hidden for now.
But a little bit of probing here, seeing how easy the site is to take. Maybe they can get an early pick here. Might help them out a great deal. MiNORi watching out here. And underpass. Listening to the CTs running around. They're playing quite passive here, definitely waiting for the base. CT aggression, don't think we'll find it, but base guard can't convert the kill, gets taken down. A little bit of a firefight going on here.
Grenade out. Smoke.
Looks like both
Now
teams
he
are little
sees one,
shooting.
MiNORi coming up from behind, spraying that one down, Justrin falling with Devo. And it is
Looks
a
like the team's trying to
4v2.
get back together, or at least they're going for it right now.
Flashbang.
For sure, and I don't think Planet sees this one. Oh, last second, but can't get the dig off. A little bit of a
Nerdy's the one to go. They're all
Took SteamBeta a moment to notice that guy right in front of him.
oh, yeah.
Nerdy all by himself here, and bursting him down. He's being flanked here, and rightfully so, but he's not going to get either kill there. And couldn't have gone much better for the terrorists, you think?
Alright, running 4 AKs and an op out of spawn here. SteamBeta with the bomb.
Looks like the CTs are in full save mode here. Pistols across the board for them. 1D go for Captain Planet. And they're poised for the B take again, it looks like. I really like that B7. They like to poke it. Beta taking out Captain Planet. That Deagle's down. Shadow on Cephraz. Nice headshot there.
I'm throwing
Oh, on
flashbang.
health though.
I'm throwing smoke. Flashbang.
Cinnamon going with his off. Don't know how smart that is for him to go in first. Nice gun as well. Very lateral.
Chowing down one by one. Team still sticking
Coming in a little bit. It looks like
together,
they're
sticking
hitting B here. Devo up in the
I am planting the bomb.
Nerdy coming up behind from kitchen and seeing if they can get some work done on the terrace here. If any of them has a smoke grenade, it would be a beautiful time to use it, but looks like they didn't come prepared for that. Taking down base.
There's a Cevo
going
jump
for
down.
the AK, picks it up, spray down. He has an AK on his back. Why isn't he using it? Taken down. Oof. And the spin kill on Shadow with the nade finishing him. I think that was a little bit of poor communication from the terrorists. They shouldn't have lost Shadow to begin with there. And the guy who was caught looking at a window who got killed, that was definitely not what they wanted. Two AKs they have to rebuy now.
Move it! Decoys out.
But win is a win. They're going to take whatever they can get here in this incredibly tight match. With a 3-round lead here, fairly comfortable for them, I'd say. MiNORi taking down Justrin here.
Smoke! I'm throwing smoke. Throwing a flashback.
Smoke seems to spook the phrase a little bit. He ducks right back in. And now base god moving
Cevo
in.
taking out Shadow, but dropped again by Cinnamon. Another kill, Cinnamon.
Blending.
Nerdy and Captain Planet alone now against 4 terrorists. See what they have up their sleeves here. Nerdy, seeing if he can get a good headshot here. He's not firing quite yet.
Nerdy and base god
so
literally
Taking down
back to
one.
back.
Can he get a second one? Missing all of his shots. Wow. Captain Planet taken down, and they really could have made something work there if Nerdy hadn't missed all of those shots. If he got in the second one and turned around to help his teammate, they might have actually pulled that around, even on an eco.
After the few rounds, the CTs can finally afford M4s across the board. Meanwhile, the Ts are rolling AKs with an AWP.
So, what do you think is going on right now for the minds of the CTs? They don't seem to have ooh, nice pick there. They don't seem to have an answer for what the terrorists are doing right now.
Throwing flashbang.
Not really, not at all. They're just scattered trying to do it. What do you think, Blitz?
So, from the outside, I know nothing about the competitive community. It just seems that the T side looks a lot easier because, I mean, Shadow's team was able to get a few rounds from the counter-terrorists, but ever since they got to Ts, they've just been in a real groove, just almost rolling the CTs every round, except for those few rare rounds when they seem to get a little flustered.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a lack of communication in the first half, and it's a lot easier to be on the attacking end of the game than it is to make the calls that you would need to defend. And the CT showing they're not quite beaten yet.
Spoke too soon. We lost ball.
It's always a lack of communication.
CT looks like they're making a little bit of a comeback.
CT is taking that round just barely by the skin of their teeth, but should be enough. The T is showing they're not down on money yet. I see an AK and an AWP being bought up here. Another AK. P90 by Shadow. I don't know if that's a...
Laying down smoke.
It looks like a save by
Grenade.
Shadow there.
Deploying flashbang.
Just Ryan using a scout?
Let's see this. Ooh, look at this.
A scout,
seen
huh?
that for a while. They must be really money after right now. Using scout and an AWP here. Captain Planet on Cinnamon. Ooh, and that's 3 now for him. Take down Shadow with 4. He might get an ace here.
Holy shit, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
might get the ace. His teammates are definitely going to be hunting down this last frag. And Base God holding him off here. This is definitely not what they wanted. They had a comfortable lead now. They lose this and they're only up by 2. Going in for the knife. And a little bit of... I think there's a little bit of anger right now. That looks like an ace steal to me.
Yeah, I would not be surprised
Oh, man,
if
actually,
attention
a lot
causes
of
the
anger.
CTs to fluster this round. It looks like just Ryan really couldn't make the scout work, and I don't blame him. The scout is a mess of a weapon.
not very well favored and competitive, and there's as we saw, there's a reason for it.
I remember back in Source when people would say, I'm a Cevo P sniper with a scout, and then they would brag. And self-frag with a grenade.
Laying down smoke.
Captain Pana with the op, see if he can repeat his miraculous kill streak here. And MiNOri throwing his defensive flash, backing up, smart play there. They can definitely see him, I don't know what he's doing there. And a bit of a flank here and taking them out, and that's definitely not what they wanted to do. And Cinnamon is a one-man army, but even an army can't take on a bigger army.
No, sir. It looks like the tides have turned once again in this 30-match round game. Look at this. We're at round 26, and terrorists are up by just 1 point. Just one.
The terrorists are only up by 1 now, and we were just talking about the CTs and what they might be planning to answer for this terrorist aggression, and it looks like they've answered it. They've answered it. What do you think? What do you think's been going on right now? What have the CTs been doing right that the terrorists haven't been able to answer for?
Looks like they finally picked up on the terrorist strategy. Doing the same thing they were doing, so now
I agree.
The best, you always know how to counter your own strategies.
They know how they're coming in. Seeing as team no name or whatever. I mean, they basically copied the CT strategy, and before in the previous rounds, and now it seems the CTs know what's going on. They're doing the same strategies. I think right now what the T is trying to do, they're trying to figure out something new. They're trying to figure out a twist on the original plan or something. Because they're grouping up, they're sneaking, they're waiting. And I wouldn't be surprised if CT would rush in a little bit.
Yeah, it's with competitive teams like this, you see the same default strategies over and over again, and if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but begs the question, when the other team knows what you're doing, how hard is it to get out G's? They know exactly where they are, it looks...
Affirmative.
All I know is...
They're making a move.
I was watching through Devo's screen, and I just saw 4 CTs just piled up against the wall for maybe a minute or so.
Planet with his off, taking down 2, can't take on a 3rd. Devo and
they look completely scattered right now. 2-on-2 shadows.
Shadow
Going in, Shadow's on the left. He's trying to sum himself,
down.
And it doesn't work.
It's all tied up here, and
ladies and gentlemen, we're coming down to a nail-biting
this is
finish. We got 3 rounds to go.
This is definitely
4,
not what the terrorists had in mind when they were up by 3 or 4. This is definitely not what they had in mind.
I can definitely sense a bit of the rage coming off of the T side.
Oh yeah, a little bit. They didn't think they were going to be this close.
I think they need to take a step back, really steam off, maybe put on some Berry White, just take a little relaxer, and go right back in.
Whatever they've been doing,
about 10 seconds to do so.
clearly not working. They need to reevaluate their situation.
I think at this point in the game, we all think that when it's this late in the game, pressure's on. The pressure's on. You want to get those last points in as soon as
And the flag's
you
coming
can.
out here
And
from
when you play for
Base
this long,
and Cinnamon.
you're undoubtedly getting tired at this point. You're getting tired, and I'm not surprised that they're starting to lose their edge.
A little bit of
So
frustration coming through as well. It's
completely.
common.
They have to get themselves together, get a little sugar in their system, and go and kick ass. They don't.
And it looks like with a 4v2 here, the terrorists answering for the past few rounds. And if they play this one right, Shadow taking out MiNOri, it might actually give them the lead they're looking for. Even though they shouldn't be in this position to begin with.
I don't know, if I was Devo, I'd hold back here for a little bit. Looks like they got this place locked down.
Yes, correct. I mean, they're they're in A. They're waiting for him to walk in. They got all the entrances covered.
He's got to kill I would back the fuck out right now. We're getting the 2 kills.
Yes, I would start
Pistol
to...
3.
This is...
Unbelievable.
Ladies
Clutch.
Using the bomb.
1v4 clutch.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Defuse play of the match right there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is what CT
This is the
wanted
play
to
of the
do.
match.
I think they just completely emotionally crippled the team. They're probably exploding in mumble as we speak.
Is there a comeback from this? Do the T's have what it takes? The question
Oh, they better
begs to be
grab them
answered.
Let's move out.
themselves by their balls and run in.
Yeah, they better
Balls run
put
in
their-
and kick ass because
Smoke.
It's they got nothing much to lose. They better put on their boots and hit the ground running because
Deploying flashbang.
this is make or break in the next 2 rounds for them.
Flashbang.
yeah, I think what C team has, I mean, they have that endurance. I mean, they're able to actually to work, you know, to play through these 30 rounds and still at the end come out and be like, you know what, we still have energy, we can still do this, we can still kick ass. I think that's what T's lacking right now.
Yeah, a
They,
little
like
bit
I said
of,
before,
little bit of experience.
they're losing the
maybe
little
from,
sparkle. They got
Deploying
a little bit
flashbang.
more experience maybe from the CT side. We're definitely seeing a lot more calm, collected, the communication is a little bit more up to par, and they're definitely, when they get a couple rounds of momentum on them, they carry through. They don't fizzle out like the terrorists have been doing on and off for this match.
Laying down smoke.
they're completely right. They're able to keep their cool. They're not flipping out, you know, after winning a round, winning 2 rounds. They just keep plowing through like a freight
Already
train.
taken
As we've
down
seen in
Cinnamon
previous
there.
strategies, they just go right in.
And 4v3 or 4v4 here. Shadow so low, I almost counted him out there. MiNORi getting taken
We're going
down
to the
by
book.
Cephras here, and Beta, what can he do? Spraying like a madman. He's not gonna get anything like that.
The whole entire team. Look at this. Look at this, ladies.
Everyone is dropping into 1v4 here. Save the gunman. What are you doing? Getting taken down by Cephras. And 15 to 13. This is match point for the counter-terrorists.
This is, ladies and gentlemen. They have to win both rounds right now. Wait, is there 30 out of 30? I always forget.
There's no overtime. The best the terrorists can hope for now is a draw.
This is bandit country.
Yep,
Shoot
completely
them
right.
in themselves.
Not
It's go
exactly,
time, ladies and gentlemen.
draw.
They have to, and
Draw
they
is
have to
exactly
set their shit
Soy_cube
together.
entered channel.
A draw isn't exactly what they're looking for, but
SteamBeta down brutally.
they gotta run out balls out now and try
Grenade
to
out.
make this work because draw's better than a loss. MiNORi spraying into the smoke here.
Oh, completely
Has
agree.
his nade out. Shadow. Cinnamon getting taken down, and Shadow.
Oh.
Base guard on the return fire, taking down Justin. And it is a 2v2, but CT's
Yeah, what cost? At
fairly
what
helpful.
cost?
Yeah. Taking down base guard there, and taking down
And
MiNORi, and that is
CT's taken.
ladies and gentlemen, that is GG coming in with a defuse and a close match for sure, but terrorists showing exactly why they've been
Job well
outplayed
done
here.
there, son.
And,
Soy_cube moved to team
This is
underscore name.
very good example of strategy and, you know, and endurance. That's what it comes down to. You gotta be able to pick yourself up, get in the game, get that sugar running, that blood pumping, and kick ass. That's what it is.
Yep, looks like it's nothing much for the terrorists to do, but go back to the drawing board.
Completely agree.
We'll see
All right,
you guys next time,
gentlemen.
ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Me with my co-hosts here, Blitz and Poland, if he's still in here.
I'm here. I didn't
And,
go
Yeah, he's here.
and we will see you
I'm
again next
actually-
time.